Valentine's Day is not that far away, and I would think the popularity of this guy and others like him is skyrocketing right around now. That reminds me, I need to put in some practice time. Number 2, Sheridan at number 1 East. First quarter, Sheridan wearing the yellow. Once they could keep the ball under control, they would do a pretty good job of spreading it around. Kaysen Townsend will get the bucket on this play to give her team an 8-7 advantage. This game would stay close for the most part. Some good back and forth action. Katie Loken was on the line, so that goes in as a long 2. 10 points for the sophomore, and she would help put East back in the lead by a score of 11-8. Here's the main scoring threat for the Lady Bronx, Robbie Ryan, and she's just a junior. You might want to guard her a little closer the next time she is behind the arc. She got the bounce and the assist from the backboard for 3, as that would even up the numbers on the scoreboard. We have a pair of 11s for the time being. The Lady Thunderbirds could throw up the long ball as well. Kayla Evans needs no help from the rim and backboard. That's 3 of her 11, and it would put her team ahead 16-12 after the first 8 minutes. Second quarter, the visitors would find themselves down 8, but Ryan would try to make sure that it did not get any worse. 20 points for the junior, although her team is down right now by a score of 22-16. But the home team wanted to build on the lead. Loken thought about shooting 3, then she thought, "Here, Evans, you take it." Okay. It does not matter who gets the points, just get them. It's a 10-point advantage. The scoreboard reads 28-18. Sheridan was not too concerned, but they had to do something soon before things got worse. Janae Fieldgrove drives, and the defender gave her too much room to work with. That looked easy. They trail 30-22. The Lady Bronx were starting to find their stride inside the paint. Ryan will put up a 10-foot jumper and cans it. Things were slowly getting closer on the scoreboard. It's now 30-24. Once they got going, everything started to go their way for a while. Dylan Wright would make her contributions as well. This was 2 of her 10, and the visitors were only down by a score of 33-29 going into the locker room. Third quarter, last year's state runner-ups were trying to maintain their advantage. Cosette Stellern is in the middle of the pack, and she would fight her way in for 2 points to make this a 40-35 contest. Sometimes, though, the defense focused too much on Ryan and forgot about her teammates. Malia Smiley was open, and she was happy to help out. Sheridan was slowly getting closer, trailing 40-37. East was grinding it out, and that's what you have to do in games like this one. Loken with the drive, hoop, and the foul. No good on the extra try, but she has her squad up by 7. It's 44-37. Like I said earlier, back and forth. The defense would get drawn in. Wright was open, and the defense figured it out too late. The Lady Bronx were still hanging around, even though they are at a 44-39 disadvantage. And they would reach into their bag of tricks. Jamie Sasich will score quickly off of the inbounds. That was a wake-up call. We have a 2-point game. It's 45-43. The Lady Thunderbirds had to hang on, and so far they were. Evans will drive, hits the brakes, shoots and scores. The advantage was a small one, but they were ahead 49-45 going into the final 8 minutes. Fourth quarter, as long as the score stayed close, this game would become more interesting. Stellern, 15 points for the sophomore. She would give the home team a little breathing room, leading 53-47. The opposition, though, just would not go away. Townsend is going to weave her way through traffic, get to the hoop and score 2 more, and it's back to a 2-point difference, down 53-51. It seemed like every time the home team would make a move, the visitors would counter. Again, too much defense inside the paint. Ryan is open, and that was huge. The lead has changed hands, and the scoreboard has 64 for one team and 60 for the other. Both teams had 1 loss each coming into this game. The question was, which one had more fight at the end? Emily Julian finds a path and scores off balance. Good adjustment on the fly. Her team leads 66-60, and the clock is becoming an issue. East needed 2 things, points, and they need the clock to slow down. Loken will recover her own miss, sticks it back in, and 1. She would convert on the extra try to make the score 68-65. The Lady Thunderbirds were getting a few second chances, and they would make the most of it. Ashton Horsley had a 16-point game, and those 2 were big. Now they trail by that much. It's 69-67. 4 seconds to go. Sheridan needs to knock down 2 free throws to put it out of reach, and Townsend will get the job done. It was a big road win for her team, 71-67.